Long, long ago, before busy cities touched the skies, before endless roads crossed the land, before people forgot the beauty of nature, there was a magical forest unlike any other. Its name was Anantavana, a forest where every tree, every flower, every river, and every creature lived together in perfect harmony. Hidden deep within its ancient heart lived the gentle nature spirits. They quietly watched over the forest, protecting every leaf, every flower, every river, and every little creature that called Anantavana home. For countless generations, peace filled the forest. But as the years passed, the world outside began to change. People became busier, cities grew taller, forests slowly disappeared, and little by little, the voices of nature grew quieter. The nature spirits knew their time in the world was coming to an end. But before they left, they gathered beneath the oldest banyan tree in the forest, Mahavata. One by one, each nature spirit shared a part of their blessing, their wisdom, their love, and the very energy of nature itself. With Mahavata, they entrusted him with one final hope: protect these blessings until the day nature chooses a new guardian. And with gentle smiles, the nature spirits became one with the wind, the rivers, the mountains, and the forests they had loved for so long. But their hope remained alive within Mahavata. For countless years, Mahavata stood silently beneath the open sky, watching, waiting, believing that one day, when the world needed it most, nature would awaken a new guardian. And then, one peaceful morning, Mahavata felt something he hadn't felt in ages: a tiny heartbeat deep beneath his ancient roots. The blessings of the nature spirits had begun to shine once again. The forest seemed to know. Leaves danced gently in the breeze. Flowers slowly opened their petals. Birds filled the morning with joyful songs. Even the little butterflies gathered nearby, as if they were waiting for someone very special. Slowly, a tiny forest pod appeared beneath Mahavata's roots. As the warm rays of the morning sun touched it, the pod gently opened. Inside, a little boy blinked his eyes for the very first time. Mahavata smiled. "Welcome home, Vanin." Vanin looked around with wide, curious eyes. Everything was new: the warm sunshine, the cool breeze, the sweet songs of birds, the colorful butterflies dancing through the air. Every little thing filled him with wonder. With tiny footsteps, he began exploring Anantavana. He walked through fields of flowers, followed sparkling streams, watched squirrels play among the branches, smiled at curious deer, and laughed as colorful butterflies fluttered around him. The forest wasn't afraid of him. It welcomed him. Every step made Vanin love Anantavana a little more. By sunset, it no longer felt like just a forest. It felt like home. As Vanin returned to Mahavata, the ancient banyan spoke gently. Vanin, a guardian is not chosen because they are the strongest. A true guardian is chosen because they protect life with kindness. Every tree, every flower, every stream, and every tiny creature matters. When you care for nature, nature will always find a way to care for you. Vanin listened
Wow!
quietly. He didn't fully understand, but deep inside, his heart did. The very next morning, his first chance arrived.
Huh? Hmm.
A tiny baby bird had fallen from its nest. It chirped softly, unable to fly. Vanin hurried over. He gently picked up the little bird, then carefully looked around. High above, he spotted its nest. Thinking carefully, Vanin gathered a few fallen branches and vines. With patience, he climbed just enough to safely reach the nest. Moments later, the little bird was back with its family. Its cheerful chirps filled the forest once again. Vanin smiled, not because anyone praised him, but because helping someone felt right. High above, Mahavata watched proudly. The first lesson had been learned. Being a guardian wasn't about great power, it was about a kind heart. As the sun slowly set, Vanin stood at the edge of Anantavana. Beyond the forest, a much bigger world waited. He took a deep breath, smiled, and began walking toward his very first adventure. Far behind him, Mahavata watched with quiet pride. The journey has finally begun. That night, moonlight bathed the ancient forest. Everything was peaceful. Deep beneath Mahavata's roots, a tiny forest pod gave a soft little crack. A pair of tiny sleepy eyes slowly peeked through. Some adventures may come to an end, but every ending is the beginning of a new story.
Thank you for visiting Anantavana. Until our next adventure, take care of nature, and nature will always take care of you.